Hello, my friends. Welcome to God Focus this morning. The title of today's episode is Letting Go. I'm going to share something with you. It is possible to carry things in our lives that we do not even know that we're carrying. Over time, we experience things that we are not sure how to process or are too painful to deal with at the time, so we bury them deep in our hearts. I felt that I had suffered an offense over 30 years ago, but I didn't even think about it until something happened the other day and my feelings came flooding out of my mouth. I was shocked that I had been carrying that bitterness for over 30 years. Recently, I have been asking God to really search me and get rid of everything that is not of Him. I want to be free of bitterness, offense, and anything else that will get in my way of doing what God wants me to do. The word bitterness means disappointment and resentment at being treated unfairly. Jesus was treated more unfairly than anyone, yet he had enough love to say, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." We need to ask God to remove our weights and fill the space with His love. I often say we are only capable of carrying so much. If our emotions was weights and our responsibilities, I want to use the following example to prove my point. Say you're capable of carrying 10 pounds. And you carry 5 pounds of bitterness, 3 pounds of hurt and offense, and 2 pounds of all of your responsibilities of life. There's not any room left for anything that God wants to give you to carry. We need to empty our life of unnecessary weight. Then we will be down to the 2 pounds of responsibilities of everyday life. That leaves 8 pounds of room for the things that God wants us to carry. We have to empty our hands so that we can lift them up for Him to fill. In the days in which we're living, we have to be free to run the race that He needs us to run. If everyone was bogged down with the things that cause offense, bitterness, none of us would have room to do the will of God. Ephesians 4:31 and 32. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you. Striving to forgive others sometimes is not easy. In the case of my situation from yesterday, I feel like I have been able to release it to God. I've asked Him to cleanse me of the bitterness and the offense. In some cases, the weight of hurt and offense can even cause us to have physical sickness in our bodies. Unforgiveness and bitterness can be like venom or poison to our souls. This has been scientifically proven that feelings and emotions can show up in physical ways. We cannot show God's love if we are bitter. To truly walk in God's love, we have to be fully free. I'm so grateful that God revealed this resentment and bitterness so that I could get rid of it. If someone would have told me that I was carrying that much bitterness and resentment, I would have had to give it some serious thought, and then I would have probably said, "No, I'm fine." These things are buried deep most of the time, and it takes God to bring them to light. So ask yourself, do I have any unforgiveness or bitterness? Is there anything in me that I need to ask God to remove? He can and will set us free. We just have to be willing to ask Him for His help to forgive and to let go. We all have a race to run. Time is short. We cannot be held back by these emotions. We need to be able to carry what God has for us. Souls depend on us running our race well. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and keep your God focus. Like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Have a wonderful day.